Nice little video arcade up here in Kalb, Illinois, home of Northern Illinois University. You're driving through town, you might not see it passing through as you're running along Interstate 39. This is one of the major exhibitors at the Midwest Gaming Classic 2007. They're giving out cards for promotional cards to come to this arcade. And apparently, I'm the Mad Conservative Crimefighter, and I'm only the second person to come to this video arcade from last year's promotion. As you can see, it's not a real big place, but it's quite a bit of video game paraphernalia. Star Worlds has been in various newspapers and magazines. There's quite a bit of 1980s video game paraphernalia that I never saw the first time around. Pinball t-shirts. Yeah, besides video games, there's classic pinball. A nice little corner over here. These are stickers that I saw as a kid and hadn't seen them in like 2 decades. Here you have a whole full sheet of them. And the Illinois Lottery did its own set of Pac-Man scratch-off games. Pac-Man lunchbox. Can't read it. It says Smokey Joe, which was a fire truck driving game. This looks like it'd be a complete set of the Atari Age magazine. Stickers all the way down to the floor. Let's get on Play Choice 10. Oh my, a vintage. This Pac-Man tricycle. Tell I'm marking out for being a gaming geek. Yeah, I even own one of these babies. Even the Smurfs played Pac-Man. The owner and proprietor, I assume?
Yes.
Tell us about how long have you been running Star Worlds?
Star Worlds has been here for going on 4 years, but until then, I've owned Star Worlds name since 1985, which originally it started in Geneva, Illinois. It was in Maple Park, Illinois for X amount of years, and now we're here in Kalb. Definitely, as time has gone on, arcades are becoming less and less popular, but we find that our customers definitely like this place, and it fills their gaming needs, and here we are, as we keep on progressing and keep on changing games out. We don't have enough room to stock everything that we own, but we hope that customers keep on coming in and enjoying what we do.
Now, how many arcade machines do you own currently?
Probably around 200.
200? So where's the rest of them?
We supply other like bowling centers and bars and restaurants with games. Plus there's the at-home collection that sometimes the games come out on the floor here, but we own a lot of the old antique pinball machines that really we don't want to keep running every day just because they're harder and harder to find parts for.
I assume there's a ton of arcade games over at NIU.
No, there isn't.
There isn't?
No, there isn't. We are in. We have the most arcade games in the Kalb anywhere, and NIU is down to like 5 games in their student center. That's it.
On the whole campus? Wow. You ever get bored running an arcade?
Nah. It's like anything. It's work, but I do enjoy what I do, so that's why we keep on getting new stuff, new projects. It keeps things interesting.
Have you won any gaming tournaments?
We do run some of them, but a lot of the kids are younger that come in with their parents. It's hard to get them involved, and it seems to be really hard to get even the college kids to set a night aside to do the gaming tournaments. If I had more of a crowd that draws to the Midwest Gaming Classic around here, I wish, because then I could run some tournaments. Donkey Kong is going to be our next tournament, though. It seems to have piqued a lot of interest after that video King of Kong came out.
Tell us about that.
King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters, where basically I just recently saw it, where it's a quest or a rivalry between the high score of Donkey Kong. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but
I probably haven't, but who is the record holder of Donkey Kong?
I should know that, but I don't.
I don't think it's Billy Mitchell, because I think somebody scored 1,000,000 points on it. It's It's on twingalaxies.com.
Right. But you can go to, I think it's kingofkong.com, or the whole name of it's the King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters. That sparked a lot of interest in Donkey Kong. We have like customers that come in teams and play now. They're coming from like over an hour away just to play Donkey Kong.
Wow. Even with emulators, and you can basically download the games and buy the arcade-style joysticks and play on the computer, they'll still come here, right?
Right. Oh yeah, it's still the experience of playing a real arcade machine is nothing like any home console, and even just the environment. You have an environment of people that are into gaming. People come in here, make friends, then end up meeting here. We'll even go out to eat and stuff. So it's kind of a friendship bonding thing that works for a lot of the customers.
What's the rarest piece in your collection? If there is such a thing. We'll get to paraphernalia a little later, but in terms of a pinball machine or an arcade game, what is the rarest one?
Caught me off guard on that one.
Paraphernalia, yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
We have a Granny and the Gators that we're rebuilding right now. It's hard to see the size of that one in there, but that Aladdin's Choice cabinet that we got, that's a pretty rare thing because that was done for the Aladdin's Castle chain, which no longer exists.
Well, it does, because I have one in Springfield, Illinois.
But it's still not the official Bally Aladdin's Castle anymore, right?
Oh.
That's Bally used to own Aladdin's Castles.
So who owns it currently? Is it Midway? Namco, that's who owns it. Namco.
They own everything now.
Now you have quite an extensive video game paraphernalia collection.
I've been collecting it since the early 80s.
And where did you get some of these pieces? Because it looks like you can't find these anymore. In fact, I didn't think I saw them when I was like 10 years old.
That's when I was surprised is how much stuff I did save. And I didn't get a lot of kids, parents would throw the stuff out. And I lucked out that I kept a lot of it in good condition and away from my parents. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I see nowadays that I didn't realize that was being printed. You have to watch out these days because people are printing knockoff stuff that didn't really even exist in the 80s.
So what do you think of the current video game arcade industry as it stands?
It's in a slump right now, and it's had its ups and downs, but it seems like even the big fun centers, family centers are having trouble. That it's just not, the market has kind of outpriced itself in that certain aspect, and there's a lot of other forms of entertainment out there now to compete with the market, including the home systems, the computer games and such.
The home console market, what are your views on that?
Well, I play the home games too, so I like them, but nothing is like the classics like these where it actually started out, and nothing will ever replace that. That's why we try to get our hands on as much of this stuff as we can, because eventually it's not going to be around. A lot of it's going to be stuck in people's basements and rec centers like that. But not a lot of people want to operate this stuff anymore because it takes a certain love to actually maintain these games, finding the parts and having the time and patience with it. But we'll never stop doing that.
Now, what are your views on, I think the major gaming companies, or at least places to play arcade games, has been the emergence of Dave & Buster's and GameWorks by Sega. A few points on those.
That's a whole different setup, but I even see them now offering meal deals with their token deals, which means they're not making the big money they used to. And I think I've heard from a lot of the parents that come in here, the parents don't want to bring their kids into an environment where there's liquor being served, which I can understand. The food idea is a great concept, but once you start adding liquor in there, we now have not a family environment. That's why no matter what we do, we stay away from putting pool tables in and stuff like that, because we want to keep this we like the college kids to come in, we want to keep it very family oriented too, where people are comfortable bringing their kids in and not feeling they're going to watch what's going on between drinking or foul language and such.
think the gaming demographic, or I mean the demographic that comes to arcades is now shifted to basically adults because everybody grew up on them?
Yeah, well, we're hoping to change that a little bit, at least, because like all parents that bring their kids in here, their kids now know what arcade games are, and so it's a whole new concept. But we've noticed the market is everywhere. I mean, I had 3-year-olds in here, and this past week I had a grandpa that brought all his grandkids in, and he just sat and played Space Invaders and Pac-Man and loved it. So it's nice to see that it's across the board that everyone likes to play games and feels welcome here.
Any concluding remarks? Any concluding remarks?
Just keep the game alive. It's here. Come visit us. We definitely change our games around. We're working hard to keep at least this part of the industry alive, and we'll continue to keep on bringing rare pieces in as we find them, as well as the popular ones that people want to play also.
Any appearances at any upcoming gaming conventions?
We just got invited and started doing some work with, I'm not sure, it's something in Lombard that's coming up. I'm not sure the official title of their website yet or anything, but it's coming up in Lombard in July, and it's going to be a little smaller than what we did at the Midwest Gaming Classic, but we figure that it might bring in and create more local attention with Lombard's that, you know, pretty much 45 minutes away from us. So, and we hope to eventually, possibly next year, be back at the Gaming Classic. It just didn't work out for us this year as far as timing and such.
Alright. Can you please state your name?
Patrick O'Malley.
Patrick O'Malley. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
This is one little room that I kind of overlooked, but that is a nice PC rig right there. Look at that. See, I'd enter that. I'd enter that rig in a PC rig contest. There is those going around.
Did you see that Pinball video game that was the last year's hybrid tournament?
I missed that. Where?
It was last year they had the gaming class and they had a hybrid.
Oh yeah, I didn't air that.
They actually decked that machine out with all specialized lighting and
I certainly didn't enter the pinball tournament because I would have been smoked.
yeah, I love pinball, but when it comes down to a timing situation, yeah, I would have been smoked too.
Oh gosh, look at that. Collectible figures up there. Even a miniature. Oh, it's not going to get focus.